Welcome to the Millcreek Government Channel. I'm Judy Zelina. Today we're going to be talking with some representatives from Early Connections. Now, the organization Early Connections supports the success of young children and their families through leadership, advocacy, and quality programs for education. So viewers, join me today in welcoming our two guests. We have Michelle Harkins, and Michelle is, and I'm going to have to read these titles because we were laughing about this, we're teasing, but Michelle, she is the Associate Executive Director of Early Connections. She's also the Scholarship Director for Erie's Future Fund. Right. Welcome. It's so good to have you on the program.
Thank you for having us here. Thank you.
And we also have joining us Kimberly Beers, and Kimberly is the Vice President of Outreach and of Early Connections and Success by 6. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
You know, I'm going to tell you something. I was looking at your website and looking over your notes. I'll tell you one thing. I don't know how we're going to have time to fit everything in with what you ladies do. Great, great organization. Thank you for joining us. First off, though, maybe some of our viewers are not familiar with Early Connections. So, Michelle, maybe you can give us an overview of exactly what entails Early Connections.
Sure. We have been known as Early Connections for 10 years. We're celebrating 10 years, but actually we've been around for a lot longer. We were a part of the YWCA, and through our previous executive director in 2003, we disaffiliated with the YWCA and now specifically focus on early care, quality early care and education throughout Erie County. So it was, you know, great being with the YWCA, but in 2003 we disaffiliated. Most people know us for our 5 high-quality early care and education programs throughout Erie County. We have 4 primarily located in the city, but we also have the 5th in Union City. We provide transportation to some of our children, which we're one of the very few that do that. We have pre-K counts classrooms. We work with CCIS to provide affordable early quality education and childcare to our family and to the community. So there's a lot of neat things that we do even in addition to that.
Well, now you said you have 4 you work with the City of Erie.
Yes.
And also Union City?
Union City.
Where in the City of Erie are you located?
We have...
I mean, what schools do you work with?
Oh, we work with primarily the Erie City School District, yes.
Okay.
Okay, so we have a program on West 6th Street. It used to be the AAA building, but it's currently the United Way of Erie County building. We have a location on State Street. We have one in the John Horan Garden Apartments, Harbor Homes, and again in Union City. So, and they're all Keystone Stars 4 programs, so it's the highest quality program that you can have in the state of Pennsylvania. We're very proud of that.
Well, and you should be. But when you said highest quality, what does that really mean?
Highest quality.
I mean, I would think.
Sure.
Every school is high quality, or every program is. But what sets you apart?
We participate with the Keystone Stars program. So that.
Explain what that is.
Sure. It developed through the Office of Child and Development and Early Learning, and they created the Keystone Stars program through the Northwest Regional Key. They focus on different things. The programs that do work with the Keystone Stars program are consistently improving. So you're going to have the best environment possible for the child. You're going to have a staff that works on continuous educational improvement. You're going to have, you know, children who are learning, and the learning standards are research-based and work best for the child. Over 40 years of research show that this works. So the child's learning at a quality pace. They'll be prepared for kindergarten, and that transition will be smooth. Many children throughout Erie County can, unfortunately, attend sometime 18 months behind in kindergarten, sad to say. So we're trying to get more children prepared for kindergarten. Also, in a high-quality program, they engage the family. So they provide resources, referrals, if needed, to that family, and they engage them prior to kindergarten. So you have a family that's going in with a child that's ready for success in kindergarten. The family's already fully engaged in that child's education, that's the best thing possible for a child.
Okay. Now, how are these children referred to you from somebody, or can they just call you and say they want to participate in the program?
Sure, they can come to our doors in any way, shape, or form.
Knock, knock,
yes,
here I am.
Yes. So we primarily deal with low-income families, but we'll take any family possible. We have 2 inclusive classrooms within the city of Erie, so we work with early intervention to catch maybe if there's some developmental delays or disabilities that are going on, we catch them early. So oftentimes you might see a child receiving early intervention services, but by the time they're in kindergarten, they won't need that support. So it's neat to watch them grow and improve. The earlier that you catch a child, the better off you are.
And that's what I was going to say. What age are the majority of your children starting your programs?
Well, each program varies, but it can start as early as 6 weeks all the way up until 12 years of age, depending on the program. It's different for each site. So we have before and after school care. We have part-time programs. The directors are wonderful. They're very flexible with what the family's needs are, and they make it work for the family. So in it being a STARS 4 high-quality program, more families that work are, they are absent less from work because they know, the research shows they know their child is in a quality program, they're safe, and they have the best opportunities possible. So it's neat to watch not only the children progress, but the parents as well. Early Connections did just receive the Bracken Award by the nonprofit partnership. We're very proud of that too. Our board won the Bracken Award for outstanding governance.
Congratulations.
So we're very excited.
Oh my gosh,
very
good for
thankful
you
for
guys.
a wonderful board that has supported our efforts throughout the years. So.
Well, it's not easy. I can, looking at some of these different programs, it's not easy. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of time involved and dedication.
But it's all worth it. These children are our future.
Right.
They're our children. This is Erie County. We've been here I've been here my whole life, so Kim has been here quite a bit too. But these are the children that are going to grow up and work within our community, so why not provide the best opportunities possible for our children?
Right. There was something on your notes here that I am not familiar with. Pennsylvania Promise for Children. What's that?
The PA Promise for Children, it talks about how important a child's high-quality education is before they reach kindergarten. The first 5 years are so vital and important. It helps you navigate through many things, through what is a high-quality program, what is the Keystone Stars program, what is a pre-K Counts program, how can I receive some supplement to early care and education to help pay for my child being at a high-quality program, different things like that. How does a child's brain grow? We know that 90% of a child's development, their brain development, occurs before age 5. So it not only helps a parent navigate through what's available, but talks about high quality and just makes them understand, provides resources and opportunities for a parent to help a child learn at home too. There's so many things to look at on that website. So.
Well, Early Connections, this is just, I mean, a little bit of what you do. You have some specific programs. First off, Kim, your mission, what is your mission statement? Your goals here for your, you focus solely on your quality early care and education, correct?
That's right. Early Connections supports the success of young children and their families through leadership, advocacy, and quality programs in early care and education.
And that is so important because, I mean, years ago, of course, I mean, I'm talking like when I was, before DIRT, we didn't even have to go to kindergarten. There was no such thing as preschool. And we're seeing how important it is for these children, correct? To get them at that early age.
That's right. And so That's where a strong component of Early Connections and speaking to our partnerships in the community beyond our early care and education centers, we actually are administering the United Way's Success by Sixth program, because research has proven that, as Michelle was saying earlier, those key time for brain development and exposure to positive experiences and learning opportunities to prepare them for kindergarten, but also for life. So you may have heard of Erie Together in the community, the Poverty Reduction Initiative.
Yes.
And that's one of their key focus areas as an action team, is having children be prepared for kindergarten. Because as they say, up until grade 3, children are learning to read, and after that they're reading to learn. So if we don't have Success by Six and that solid foundation in place for kindergarten and getting them off on the right foot, it can just perpetuate and lead to problems further down the road, even impacting graduation rates, entry into college, success later in life, which ultimately will impact the economy of our region. So,
You know, it's funny, I can remember a teacher had said to me, and this has always stuck with me, and he was an English teacher, and he told me, he said, if you can read, you can do anything in life. I mean, think of how important that reading is, because you said first you learn to read, but then you read to learn. Mm-hmm. So it just opens a whole new world. And if they can't read, if they aren't grasping the basics of this, then they can be lost, correct?
That's right, and you know, a big push in our collaboration, because again, we're administering the United Way's Success by Six program, collaborating with Erie Together. We want families to know about the kindergarten readiness checklist and all of the skills that parents can work on with their children to help get them prepared and ready for kindergarten.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there's a whole listing. It's a guide of skills that they can use, introduce those skills to them. We're not expecting mastery, but just introducing them to the children, so that it's not the first time when they enter kindergarten that they're ever being exposed to these. So simple things even like tying your shoes and health and wellness areas, social skills development, math, literacy, and on and on. So there's a checklist there. But also recently developed by Erie Together as a committee, is we have the Ready, Set, Go kindergarten progress charts. Mm-hmm. And so this allows further implementation of these skills, so the children can practice writing their name. My name is what this line says here, and they can draw a picture of themselves. So practicing pencil holding, crayon holding, using some of those fine motor skills that are so important for success in kindergarten. Mm-hmm. There's a little blurb here on the bottom about, did you know that most school districts in Erie County accept registration January through April? Because many times when you have a child that you're thinking, should we start them in kindergarten this year? Should we not? Okay, and then they think about it, it's July, it's August, and maybe we should contact the school district and get them registered. And that's not what the school districts want, because they start planning for the next school year in the year prior.
Yes,
so
do.
if the students are registered ahead of time, then that allows them to set up their classroom. What students can they expect? Are there special needs, accommodations that they need to make, funding, curriculum, on and on. So it's really important that families call their school districts if they're considering registering for kindergarten in the fall, to start thinking about that in the spring, and to contact us at Early Connections for one of these kindergarten progress charts. We'd be glad to get those into the hands of families so they can start working on these skills, which that checklist is also in the back.
So this is where the family comes into play.
The family comes into play, because many times you'll hear, oh, you know, I don't need to work on all that stuff. That's their job in kindergarten. The school will teach them how to read. The school will teach them their ABCs, their numbers, yes.
Right.
But really, parents are a child's first and most influential teacher. So we really want them to set the standard in the home, the value of education and the importance of learning as a team. So inside of this chart, okay, it takes into account those skills that were in the checklist. We provided that checklist is on the back here.
Okay.
And so there are corresponding shapes. And as a child masters each skill or is exposed to the skill, then you can color in the corresponding shape along the pathway to kindergarten readiness. So it's really allowing the child to participate in that learning experience.
That is a great idea.
You can have that.
That is absolutely.
And it's well received by the parents.
It
Oh, I
is.
can
You know,
imagine.
you kind of say, do you know what's expected in kindergarten? Because like you said, it's changed so much. And to be able to have a nice, easy to read guide
Right.
and something to share with your child at home is perfect.
Yeah, so we encourage parents to reach out to us at Early Connections as part of the Erie Together team and distributing those throughout the county. But also early care and education centers across the county, we encourage them to reach out to us as well, because oftentimes if a child is enrolled in a program like that, that's such a good vehicle to get this kindergarten readiness information into parents' hands and get them working with the pre-K teachers as well. So.
Well, I think what's nice about this program is you're reaching out to the parents, and it's almost like you're saying, can we work together
Yes.
to form a partnership, instead of saying, you know, this is what you have to do.
Right.
You know, it just comes across really very, very interestingly. This is a great idea.
Beyond our transition teams and kindergarten readiness, we have several committees through Success by Six too, in ways that we focus on the maternal and child health of families, because we know that health is a big priority in the community, and if you don't have your health, then that can impact learning as well. So we talk about prenatal health, we talk about after birth, maternal health, postpartum depression, dental health, even things like tobacco cessation, not smoking in the home, limiting your child's exposure to different toxins, and different health aspects like that, having their immunizations on time, because that's another thing with schools, they want you to have those immunizations, so providing those resources to the families. We provide a networking event in the community so that we can get maternal and child health professionals in the same room and talk to each other about what type of services are out there, even including early intervention and early childhood mental health professionals in the room, so they know if they need to make a referral or let a family know about a resource that's available in the community. Okay, I can call Stairways, for example, or I can call the Barber Center, or oh, there's Nurturing Hearts. This is a good program for, you know, maybe everything's kosher with the younger child, but there's a teen in the home that could really use some guidance, so this is a good mentoring program for them. We connect with the pre-K Counts centers across the county, and we have a pre-K Counts committee that comes together, and we talk about, okay, how do we promote pre-K Counts in the community? We actually have a little listing of where the pre-K Counts sites are in the community and the phone numbers, so families can call and get in touch. And this is a state-funded pre-K program for income-eligible families.
Okay.
So we are trying to get that resource out as well, and we come together as a community to talk about how do we promote that awareness, all these things that are out there for families. So
You do have a lot for families.
we do. We have a lot.
I mean, it's not just children. I mean, it's children, but I mean, it's the high school. You go with high
Young
school,
parents,
and
teen
then you've got
parents.
the parents, right? And the key is education for the families. Like you said, the vaccinations. Some parents don't realize how important it is, or that they haven't received them and what they're going to need for school.
That's right. Furthermore, with our Maternal and Child Health Committee, you may have seen these in the community. The children do come with directions guidebooks, and as a committee we're coming together and we're updating this guidebook. It's a 48-page guidebook that literally has just about everything you need to know for raising a small child.
Where was that?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it has everything in there. It has those contact numbers. So when you're, as a parent, sometimes it's just so overwhelming in the day-to-day, you don't have time to research and look.
Give me
It's
some
all
ideas
right
what's
here.
in there.
So let's
Let me
talk
know.
about it.
Yeah,
So on the
tell me
very
about it.
front, important phone numbers, so hotline numbers. So if you need crisis services, if you need SafeNet, if you need OCY, medical services, so the phone number for UPMC Hammett, Millcreek Community Hospital, St. Vincent Health Center, children with special needs, so numbers for those, so the Achievement Center, Early Intervention Services, Special Kids Network is on there. Child care and preschool services, and it lists like GCAC Head Start, for instance. Child care information services of Erie County, so that's a funding program that can help provide financial assistance to families to pay for the cost of early care and education if they're eligible. resource and referral services for parents and child care providers. We have family services, WIC, Erie Family Center, Union City Family Support Center, a great, great partner in the community. Family Services of Northwestern PA, and this is just the tip of the iceberg because we're revising this and we have so many more that we want to add. And it goes on in depth in the back of the booklet, a summary of the programs. Are there situations
that would tell you that, okay, this is a situation you would call SafeNet. If this is a situation you would call Family Services.
That's right. In the back of the booklet, it has in blue a section where it has the organization, the phone number, and more information about the programs and services they offer. But that's just the resource section of this, the community resources. So there's a section in this booklet about nutrition, and that page is on that. A section on bottle feeding, on trying new foods, all under nutrition. Health and safety, again, choking hazards, fire safety, water safety, safe sleep. Okay, there's sections on, let's see, the immunizations are included in there, healthy teeth and gums, lead poisoning prevention, that's a big one too, especially
a big one right now. Yes, it is.
In the community. So we talked about the safe sleep, smoking cessation.
Okay.
So you know you have a little one coming, and you know sometimes you hear it's the dad, maybe mom too. Okay, now I'm finally going to quit. Well, how do you go about doing that? It's in here. And so a great partner with us in the community also are the hospitals, and when new parents deliver, they'll provide them one of these booklets.
Do you give this direction booklet?
Yes. So
to every newborn. Every child that's born, every parent.
Yes, we have that partnership.
Oh my gosh, how wonderful.
And we share these with our community partners all across the community, and we take them to our outreach events and share them with families. So we order about 5,000 of these at a time to get them into the hands of the community. So
I'm amazed at the person who sat there and thought all this stuff up.
Yeah, it's quite an undertaking there. But
oh my goodness.
We have our Erie County Early Learning Professionals Association. So, you know, many think of us, they see Early Connections and they think, oh, the child care center. But again, there's so much more to us than that. We want everyone to come to the table and collaborate under the umbrella of United Way Success by 6. And so with this Early Learning Professionals Association, we have monthly meetings and we talk about what are the needs in your site? What are you experiencing problems with? So it's a time for them to kind of address those issues and vent and relate with folks who are going through the same. Are you having funding concerns? Are you interested in receiving training on a certain topic? And then we reach out to the Northwest Regional Key, and we can bring in certified trainers so that they can get credits to receive more training. It's just very
And that's another thing that we do under the Early Connections umbrella. We have a staff member who we contract with the Northwest Regional Key. She provides staff development opportunities. She also provides technical assistance to quality programs that may want to improve their quality. She's amazing. She can walk into a classroom, talk to a director, figure out how to tweak a classroom to bring the quality up, and that happens. So we have that under our roof also. And then we have Ready, Set, Grow Erie, which is the maternal, infant, early childhood home visitation program. One-stop, I call it one-stop shopping, but it's the intake coordinator. So doctor's offices, agencies can refer families that would need home visitation services. She would figure out which one would be most appropriate for that family instead of the doctors and the nurses trying to figure out. She does it, and she could refer the family if it's not appropriate and they don't need that service or don't qualify. She can find something that would work for them, and she always follows up to make sure they're receiving the services needed. So it's amazing what's there to help our families throughout Erie County. We do have the 5 sites which are vital and important, but there's so many things, other things that Early Connections provides.
There really is.
Yeah.
Because when you think of Early Connections, you're right. People think of, oh, it's kind of a daycare center, maybe, you know, before and after school, and maybe do some crafts. But you guys really provide a great service to the community.
In 2011, the Erie Community Foundation's Childhood Advisory Panel, United Way Success by 6, and Erie Together, members of the Pennsylvania Early Learning Investment Commission, which we have 3 locally, sought to address childhood poverty, how it's affecting the children now and the future. And they put together a program, a scholarship program, that helps children 2 years prior to kindergarten attend a high-quality early childhood education program. So Erie's Future Fund was born.
That's what I was just going to ask you, the scholarship director for Erie's Future Fund. Tell us about that.
It's a wonderful program. So it's the first of its kind.
I'm not even familiar with it.
It's the first of its kind in Pennsylvania. It's the 3rd year. Probably one of the very few in the country, and our model is sought out by, as far as California, we received a call about it. So this scholarship program helps the children that aren't receiving any services. They're not receiving, they don't attend Head Start. They don't attend pre-K counts. They can't afford to go anywhere else. So there's many families throughout Erie County who don't have that opportunity. So Erie's Future Fund is there to help them. They meet with me for a quick scholarship application appointment. It takes about 10 minutes. I provide resources and referrals through Success by 6 that's available. The family chooses the program that is most appropriate, enrolls their child. We'll pay for 3 half-days a week, the educational component of a program. So there's many children we've already served, over 515 throughout Erie County. There's many more to come. This is our 3rd year. We receive individual donations, pre-K EITCs through businesses, and also cause-related marketing. The Scott family at all of their restaurants did a cause-related marketing effort for us. We're very thankful for all that they did for Erie's Future Fund. So we're alive and thriving. There's many programs that we, help children get into if they need transportation. We help them every step of the way. We even had families, and you look at what kind of families do I serve? They're very diverse. We have moms and dads, we have grandparents, we had our first great-grandparent, we have foster parents, we have children with disabilities, very diverse ethnicities. We had a family who came in, spoke completely Russian. The little girl wanted to go to school at age 3. 2 years prior to kindergarten, we were able to find a program that provided transportation. They loved it so much, they referred a few other families to the same program. So think about that. Yes. She's learning, she's thriving there, and she is ready for kindergarten this year.
You guys are chock full of education tips and help for our young people and families. Our time is coming to the end, and if our viewers have any questions or feel that they want to participate in any programs, how can they get a hold of you?
Well, they can contact us at Early Connections, and our administrative offices are located on 200 West 11th Street in Suite 200. It's in the Thompson Professional Building. And so many might recognize that as what used to be Senator Jane Earle's office.
All right.
So that's where we're located now. It's a very fine space to accommodate all of the expanding programs that we offer. And so they can stop by, or they can call our main telephone number at 874-0144.
Okay, your website?
Our website is www.earlyconnectionserie.org.
Okay, ladies, thank you so much, Michelle, Kimberly, for joining us on the program. It's a pleasure to have you. Great information. Viewers, if you have any questions, feel free to give them a call. Check out their website. Thank you for tuning into the Millcreek Government Channel. Until next time, have a wonderful day.
You're watching the Millcreek Government Channel, powered by WQLN Public Media.